This week's episode of PJ and Dak's Real Football Podcast is brought to you by Mystery Shirts UK. Mystery Shirts are an online platform that provide you with random football strips from across the globe. We search high and wide to give you as much choice as possible, from Atalanta to Shakhtar Donetsk and everything in between. Tell us your size, which clubs to avoid, and we'll do the rest. Whether you're after a gift for a football fan, fancy a new shirt for five-a-side, or maybe just want to add to your own collection. Whatever it is, Mystery Shirts have you covered. Boxes are available at www.mysteryshirts.co.uk. That's www.mysteryshirts.co.uk. Why not order yours today?
PG, my man.
Darling, that.
Hey, I need a football fix.
I know, mate, what you want to do?
Now these restrictions have
Eased
eased a bit, we can maybe get rid of a few parts. Have you tripped in memory lane?
Sounds good to me.
Brilliant, mate. Let's get a taxi, man.
Taxi!
Alright, big man. Oh, shit! It's the big Greg, man. What are you doing, mate? David, man. PJ, tackle! Oh! Mate, fancy, have you tripped in memory lane?
Aye, where we go?
One tyre,
One tyre taxi.
One tyre driver!
Let's go!
Alright, everybody, welcome to Christmas time. Hope you had a good Christmas, because we're at the 29th or something. I don't know when we're at. I was watching night out last night, so
The boy
who
is
knows what we're getting today.
The boy is tender. I was calling him Melton John, man. He's melted last night.
Do you like my glasses?
Mate, they're not covering the eyes, man. The eyes are like Doug's boys, mate.
I like your wee hat, mate. It's nice, a nice
Mate.
Santa hat.
I'm making you dafter, as I've already said,
know,
mate.
mate.
I'm making you dafter.
I can feel my brain cells dying the minute I hang about
I'm
you.
rubbing off on you, mate. Right,
You
what's
wanna rub
happening
off on
today?
me? Right, so this is a wee best bits episode. Just something that we wanted to put together because we've had a lot of funny stuff we've done. This is all our out of Zoom stuff over the last few months, so we thought we'd put this together. A lot of great guests. We want to thank you all for your support for the first year we've had. It's been tremendous, isn't it?
Amazing guests, amazing support. He's no bad sometimes, but apart from that, it's been brilliant. And hopefully next year we can do plenty more good episodes with lots of good guests. So, no, it's been amazing. Best clubs in the West, best fans are in the West of Scotland, and people that don't follow West of Scotland are following the pod. We love yous, man.
Beautiful,
Love it.
beautiful.
Love it, mate. Love it.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to get into it. We'll just show you some of the best bits, or the bits that we think are funny anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed the episode.
Yeah, it's basically a 45-minute episode of me, mate.
As I asked Dak to put together his best bits for a few episodes, and I did some for episodes I looked at. And
Just PG like that with a notepad all the time. His famous notepad.
I didn't know when I looked at yours that we had guests on. It was just you.
It was me, mate. It is me.
But
it was me.
let's get tore into it.
Let's do it.
Remember when we were down to Cumnock? That was that one of your first ones that we? No, Murdy was first one. We'll get to that.
Aye, I mean, you're saying remember we went to Cumnock. I can't remember being at
No.
Cumnock, mate. I was half canned.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You joke just keep coming up with pints for me, man. Had to go into the half pints.
Mate, I vaguely remember you trying to go on a pole.
Mate, I was running about down there with no tap on and everything.
Mate, it was funny. And the young team, obviously, it wasn't on camera, but the young team were in a bar. What a support they had down there on the Sunday night.
How good was it being with Tony and Branco, man? We were down there and they were just going, stick it in my tab. So every Saturday night and Sunday I get into Cumnock and I just say put it on the tab, you know what I mean?
I wonder if Gints will let us do that when we get in the
I
future.
don't know, we need to get in the circle of trust with Gints.
Oh, we do.
What a place, man. The club been brilliant ways.
Roll the VT.
Here, there's going to be stencils and motivational quotes sort of in the dressing room and all the way along the wall.
Fucking pictures of meat and things like that.
All the way up to
That's motivational.
so there's motivational quotes going to go up, it's going to be stenciled on it.
Going to have something like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Hopefully a wee picture of PG and that with Tony and Branco just here. So it's the last thing the boys see before they go to bed.
This is a new dressing room we're trying to make for the referee because we've got to make space for 4 officials.
Because the licence is out.
Make it weird, Jock, man. We don't do it for referees on this thing.
And we've got to put table and chairs in there for them as well.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Good to see you
Great.
looking after the officials in here as well.
Craig, we'll get you to come in here, right? Because this is probably my favourite part. All this great work's been done, right? And then this is the away dressing room, and it is a proper get it right up you. Get the fuck off us today. I like this because it is shite in terms of compared to the home dressing room. I like that, man. It's.
But maybe you beat.
Wait, this is what
Maybe the points for the
Is that the stretcher? They've left the stretcher in here saying basically we're going to kick fucking you today.
That's my bed.
We'll head out
But
to the bar.
this is what it's all about. Look at that view for there, Craig, by the way. Look at that.
So this is where the magic happens.
Oh, wow. What a night and off for it. Here, look, watch this, right? You seen In-Betweeners? Have you seen In-Betweeners? We've got a wee song right ready. It's Tony McAllister. This is right. I know we're talking about the club, right? And this is goes in the club, right? Like, we come into Cumnock, right? Cumnock Social Club. The facilities are amazing. Tony, Branko, committee have all been brilliant. Brings into Social Club, amazing hospitality. And I'm thinking, Social Club's jumping. I'm going, they're all going to know who we are, PG.
That's it, mate, you're right.
And me and you walked in as Hollywood and a bit of Hollywood, a wee bit of British
Bollywood.
Bollywood. Not bad for you, Frank, you know what I mean? Love it's going to take long, mate. Love that shit, by the way. A wee bit of Bollywood anyway. Baldy Bollywood star, Mike. You're chuffed.
Give it a tan anyhow.
He's chuffed.
You can come down and
He's
go to the
chuffed.
buffet.
And we came down and I thought, we're going to be well known down here. And pied for the gaffer and Branko. Tony! Branko, how he's doing that? The red carpet suit and all that.
But there's a future generation of PG and Dak followers in there now,
Yeah,
mate. That's it. We've opened ourselves up to a new market, the young team.
But brilliant, honestly brilliant. It is a bond for life, I always think, because you spend
A lot of
that time with him.
An important time as well.
Can you hear us all right, Craig? Because I know that's jumping in there, innit? You see, you want to rap about something I can go there, then it's up to yourself, mate, you know what I mean?
No, in the buff surely.
Oh, no
There's a
chance.
pole in there.
Is there? Mrs. Dak hopefully not watching this episode, you know what I mean? Oh, I can hear it, let me pull that shirt down.
But
I'll get it, mate, you just continue, sorry,
I'll carry on.
the other thing as well is that Branko came across this as well. You take a punt on boys when they're younger. So like say, if I look at say Sidey or Steph McCluskey and boys like that, they were skinny boys when I took them. And now Sidey plays for Junior Scotland.
Sorry, but he's a fucking hell, man. Fucking venoms and shots and everything in there.
First one out of Zoom with Murdy, Pollock. At the time of recording it, they will still be top of the league, top of the Premier League when this episode comes out.
What a place. Gaffer's doing tremendous down there. Clobber, but his clobber's very questionable in the episode.
No lie, my clobber's not the best, so I thought it was that rhyme, but it was well.
Mate, what a club, innit? Brilliant. Doing it inside the dressing room down there. Brings back bad memories for me, because every time I've went down there I've had an absolute nuke. But amazing to go down there, and that was the first one out of Zoom. What a place to start.
It was a belter. That's actually, I think that took us to a new level, that episode, to be honest with you.
I even put with a good suit jacket.
Mate, you did. It was a bit tighter than when you originally had it.
I've put on a beef into.
But let's watch your best bits of Pollock.
Yep.
Well, Murdy, that's us inside this dressing room. I've never been in before. I was always in the away one. I say always, a couple of times you get an absolute down, but we seem to be a man down. I know usually when Dak's involved at Pollock, there is a man down, but Dak, where are you?
Nobody move! Fucking told you, mate! Mate, an effort for that! It's not quite my wife when I wore at my wedding, but really what I can find. I didn't want her thinking that this was the biggest day of my life, even though it is the biggest day of my life, you know what I mean? So, let's do it here, smart but casual look with Uncle Daggy.
You better watch that button, Dak.
I know, I'm up Eulandsfield, mate. Go to make an effort, do you know what I mean? Look at that. Look at that.
You actually brought that way.
It's on its ways, mate. It's pressed, it's fully ready to go, know what I mean?
For
I knew
every-
Murdy was going to make an effort.
For him to be watching this, I had no clue he was going to do that. I mean, he's rogue. He goes rogue too often.
Listen, I'll not be staying on it because it's rather tighter in the gears. Pollock and that can have better crowds.
Aye.
4 or 5, 5th or 6th, 7th best crowds in the country.
I know.
That shows what this level's all about.
And that's what you're saying, Murdy, when you've told us that. It's like, that's only an average crowd for you. You get a Talbot in the later rounds of the Scottish, if the Old Firm aren't playing or whatever, if it's an international weekend and the big clubs aren't playing, you could easily have...
That's how I'm so proud of this guy. Went for an average crowd of 15 down at Ashfield, there's an average crowd of 500 to 700.
Well, I tell you what, Dad, do you know what? We'll stop talking
how would the other half live? He's going to get a car parking space out there, the team manager and all that. He's been up the world.
The fact that he wrote it himself but and spelt Gaffer right.
But see, mate.
They had 3 or 4 guys down, and this is like a Wednesday morning, and they're all putting in...
Sharpland, Big Ben?
Mate, Big Ben's, that's how much money Pollock have got to boat Big Ben and put it outside. Honestly.
I thought it was a big centre-half inside Big Ben. What's going on?
That's my grandfather.
Oh, you're getting old, Murdy, come on, mate. Is that your time up?
He's got a timepiece in his pocket, he's right with it.
Like you're talking about the names, me Berto was there as well, and
Go have a couple of stories about Berto, surely.
Berto, mate. Berto. Did Berto not buy the oven made out was a drum?
he bought him a drum.
He bought him a drum, mate. Well, he probably didn't buy him, mate. He probably blagged it off somebody,
But talking about buying things, I used to pick him up, right, and we used to travel down in the motors and that, so I picked him up this day and there's a big garage at Q8, so we used to, I'll get juice and that, I need water, so he's in, gets the juice and all that, so there's this guy pulled up in the motor, and he's like that to him, I'm sitting in the water, says hurry up, and he's like, aye, alright, he was alright, he says, there's a cloak again going.
Big Ben, I guess.
Dracula keeping it.
Me, scared that crosses.
This guy's, you want to buy a telly, mate? And I'm sitting in the water and he's like, you know what Berto's like, he's like, how much? 100 quid, mate, 100 quid, I want it, a 42-inch telly. And he's like,
He gives them this, was it this, mate, was it this?
But out the blue and I'm like, and I'm sitting in the water.
Gypsies, I think,
So honestly, I swear to God, the wee man's got a telly out the back and he's got a cellophane on it, and he's holding it up like a Champions League trophy. You know that way he's got his mouse into me through the motor. 100 quid. What they buy one? It's brilliant, 100 quid. And he's like with this telly. So it's parked the motor and he's like, you get this in the boot? And I was like, get it in the boot. So I'm sitting there and he's into the garage. And he's in the way into the garage, the best bit about this is in the way into the garage, the wee guy's pulled out in the motor and he's going to the roundabout, do you know, outside it, and he's beep beep, and he's waving at him and all that, and he's came out and I'm hitting him. He says, wee man, where's the remote and all that for that telly? And he's went, I've been there at Clingfall. So I says, you better go and check that at Clingfall. He takes it to Clingfall, there's not even a plug on it. You guys like it,
Lads, smiling that.
Maybe he's had a cut, so he's like, right, I'm taking this in, so he goes in, the fair play to the wee woman, she's got a plug in there and they put the plug on it and they try it, honestly, his screen's all cracked. He's laughing, he's tried to order like Champions League trophy, I'm getting all that, he's like to me, don't tell the boys now, don't tell the boys. I'm like, nah, I'm not telling the boys, I've ordered the message in the book.
don't tell the boys, no happening,
Big Terry got a bad injury with my time there, do you know what I mean?
Still very close with Terry.
See,
Talk to him regularly.
I played at youth football with Terry at Airdrie and that, and I remember that I've always kind of kept in contact with him over the years, like maybe a couple of times a year we'll text each other and that. And see, for me, I think he's a manager's dream, because I remember being 16-year-old and him coming into the, or 16, 17, he came into the dressing room, and I was quite a big character in the dressing room, and you're like, he was just different, it was so much fun, everybody loved him, and he was like for me, he was a proper leader. If I was at a club and Terry was there, you'd be having him as captain. I just think...
You ever seen his watch?
No.
Quick one, man, the rock, we're having a shower on the rock, and I'm like that, covered in soap, and he's like to me, that you at time? I'm like, try to get soap out my, I'm like, obviously no Terry, how would I have it, we're in having a shower, mate. He's like, I just got a new one, it's a Rolex, and he pulled his dash piece, Aries wrist like that, got the vision, you know. Best bits for Gart Cairn?
I tell you what, imagine starting this VT going, not having that, man. Wait.
Are we starting again, or is it
No, we're still going. We're just kidding on it.
Gart Cairn with my big mucker, Mulsey. Stories were absolutely on point, mate. The time he was my agent, amazing. The time when he had Elvis Bassey down at the club, brilliant, mate. And Gaz Johnson too, he's a good friend of the boys. Top episode down there. So really enjoyed it.
It was, and you get to hear a wee bit of some of Dak's stories, watered down versions, I imagine, for Dak and Millsy in their
Yeah,
youth.
listen, everything's watered down in case Mrs. Dak decides to watch one episode.
She knows you're a loose cannon, mate. I wouldn't worry about it. Right, enjoy Gart, Kern.
We're doing a shooting drill. It was you, wasn't it? Right? Mulsey always says, I'm a player and all that, right? And I was like, Mulsey, you're not a player, so see when we had the under 12s, Mulsey used to always want to, I'll do the demos, that, not. So cause Mulsey's brilliant at putting drills out, running training sessions, a brilliant coach, right? So he's setting up this fucking shooting drill, but the first team are playing like Stirling Albion or something in the stadium. So the next minute, Mulsey zings the ball at the wee left mid. The wee left mid cuts it back to Mulsey, and Mulsey just does that. Whack me, 18 years out, right? Under 12s were playing me, right? Hits it top corner, mate. See, as soon as I hit the net, Clyde scored me. The stadium, the stadium, when it was cheering and all that, right? He's fucking buzzing, mate. He's running about the park. Even all the wee guys at 12 with me, Mulsey, I'm not cheering for you, big man. He's running like Alan Shearer. He's running like Alan Shearer into the corner, now. Is he the best one he done, mate? The best one he done, he was a postie for a time. And he used to have a post, right, but he used to do my man's street, and he used to look at the name all the time, and see obviously the name Dekil, it's no from, it wasn't he's young, right? So my man's like that to me. I went up for dinner, man, my man's like, see the postman here, he's a big fucking weirdo. He's a big lumpy boy, but he pure stares at me every time he leaves me, right? And I'm going, what does he look like? No, so I'm getting fucking para. Who's this guy? And then the next, he must have popped up with courage. He must have been trying for weeks to pop the courage, and he was giving my mum letters, and he goes, "Are you Dax, man?" You know what I mean? She's like, I couldn't believe the size of him, how timid he was. He was like, "Are you Dax, man?" She's like, "Aye." He said, "I've just," and then I came into training, right? He's like, "Takes me and take for this, mate. You old man is close to the boy." Turned up and goes, "Dak, I didn't expect your man to look like that." I says, "What are you getting at here?" I don't know what you mean, you take for that what you want, but me and Mulsey went out on a Wednesday, a Thursday or a Wednesday.
Yeah, to the Rangers game.
Went to a Rangers game together.
Always a Thursday, so Wednesday.
Aye. But it might have been, I'm trying to remember, it wasn't a European night, it was a like Dundee United or something, right? It was a Wednesday or a Thursday or something. So me and Mulsey went out to a Rangers game. But I'm going to town. So it was when play was open. Play was the place to be, right? I know, man, we're going to
replay.
So we walked in, right? Aye. So we went down, man. We're in play now after the game. These two birds are standing there, man, right? Me and Mulsey, I'm like, man, Mulsey, we're getting about these two birds. We're standing at the barn, and I was like, Mulsey, I just used to love doing it. I was like, see, I'm a football player, right? And Mulsey's like, look at me, but I can't say I'm a football player, right? And I'm like, what do we do? And he's like, see, I'm your agent, right? So we're standing in play, right? Talking to these two words, and I'm like, I play for Rangers, I made my debut tonight, and I'm like, what, man? And I was like, I came on for the last 5 minutes, right? And I was like, that's my big agent, and I'm like, wow, you're an agent? And he's like, I've been doing the agent and that. And
I went up to the bar and said, get you a bottle of champagne in. So I got me and him like a glass of champagne and gave them 2 soda water lines.
Mate, was it best like we're going to play, mate, and we're going up, I'm like, wait, again, right, there's 2 words there, what is the cheapest champagne you've got? And he must have said fucking 30 quid or 40 quid or something. He's like, 2 glasses of champagne, 2 soda water, I'm lighting up, and then the person were like, ching ching, like, thanks, that's amazing, they were coming in, mate, just show me how it's in there, going, oh, that tastes amazing, you never in, but I think they ditched us, but didn't they, that? They ditched us before it could actually happen, but we don't get nicknames now.
I'll use one for the Kern. I was thinking to start our first COVID season, we turned up to play shots, and mind the Rangers signed the boy back. So guys get in touch with Roy through the week, it's like, got a boy here, want to come in and play games. It's Bassie's brother, his name's Elvis Bassie, so straight away we meet John, like, okay, that's our man. So he came up, he's like, he's wanting to get yourself in short window or whatever, and he's wanting to get match fitness. I go, take him along. So in the warm up, like that, to John and Wallace, like, so you can get as many Elvis songs into the team talks now.
I know we're calling a crap, lads.
We were doing a passing through, I'm like, oh, less conversation, I'm he joins like, it's a bit when I do, I want to check in the heartbreak with him. Needed him, like, on it over.
Quarter.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the pain in my arse. God, boy.
Mate, he's mental.
Mate, that guy was saying so many mad things that we had to cut out half of the things he was saying.
We genuinely almost never take anything out. And the boys at Erskine Arts, when we were editing, told us we had to take large chunks out with Cotter. And see, to be honest, it's fair enough, because some of the stuff he was saying was wild. But Cotter's always a good laugh, man.
Hopefully hopefully we've got in this when he squirted me with the ring. Did you get that? The championship ring?
Aye, it's there. It's there.
Championship ring, man. That, can't believe it. Fell hook, line and sinker, man. Getting squirted with a championship ring.
I think he just had you rattled, mate. He just wouldn't let you talk. Every time you went to say something, he would just cut you off. Disrespected you.
He's a relentless man.
Mate, he's unbelievable. I feel for our Lorraine being married to him for all the years.
What a guy, man. What a guy.
Let's enjoy the best bits of Cotter.
And you take Neil training.
Oh!
Is that
your phone?
I don't know.
Fucking
That's fucking fine.
I'm a busy guy.
Okay.
That's
Turn it
a
off.
fine,
You never
man.
said to turn it off.
That's Neil
Oh,
Diamond.
just silent.
Hold on, I'll turn it
I
off.
can't have
That
that.
Neil
Turn it
Diamond.
off. Power it off.
These crisps are as hot as fuck, man. Burn them with.
Right, so
I know guys have said that before we come in, man.
you obviously don't. You are young. You don't know Neil. Neil Diamond was a phenomenal player.
Good singer.
Miles ahead. Miles ahead.
I thought you were lined up when you said Neil Diamond. I never jumped in.
Neil Diamond was
He's
miles
a-
ahead of players. Great player. As I said, they played the Thistle and all that. Phil's first team, you know what I mean? So anyway, we get a bit. Ronnie Lowry phones me, said, take Neil to training.
Sorry, Cotter. Make us up. See
Violin, man.
guys that put them out.
The hot.
I fucking ate one and I was trying to cough.
I don't-
I can't go eating them, I know.
I listen to the story,
I don't
Cotter. I'm trying
Anyway,
to
so I know it's a long story, but it's a good story. Right? So Ronnie Lowry phones me and says, right, take Neil training, so we do that. So Pollock's playing Partick Thistle in a pre-season friendly. So I go down and watch it. Big Oz scores 2 goals, centre off, outstanding. So Spittle comes up to me after the game and said, James, there you go, take that player, it's all done and dusted. So like a £5,000 player for a £40 player.
That's all right, yeah. Bad business. What
Was he forever in blue jeans?
Money does talk.
God's honest truth, I used to go down Elder Park that night and I'd watch 3 games, that is who he was playing. And see like Paul looked fit, jogged around, I start jogging beside him. I swear to God, with a big boy fella saying Singbo, right? He played senior year during that, right? He played with the international with Benin, right? He's jogging along, start jogging along beside him, alright big man, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. What are you up to? I just jogging around getting fit for the football. I've got a bag of sweets in my pocket, right? I'm no kidding on. This is God's honest truth. I says to him, they must have thought I was right mad. I says, mate, you might come my motor, right? This is God's honest truth. So he's looked at me and said, where you want to go? I said, mate, I manage the ants up there. I'll take you to the park, you can run around there and I'll let you in and let you see all the stuff. And that's a great park and all that. That was my selling point in the park.
Aye.
So he jumps in the water.
Imagine the wee guy standing in the water, eating cold sweets. Where am I going here?
If I thought you looked like a football player, I would maybe talk to you and tell you why I come down just to have a look at you. So the big boy's jumping in the water and he's come out of the park and that, and we've got him in, he's looking about, he said, that's a good setup and all that. I said, what's your plans? He said, I've just finished work, I don't know, my agent's trying to get my club. And I'm off, we get a League Cup sex, we play Athlone in a couple of weeks. Want to come in, do a bit of training. Big boy came in, he was outstanding. So the first game, he's been absolutely brilliant. But I think we beat the Borough 3 or 4 and he was superb. But he wasn't doing what he should have been doing. I'm just not trying to like here tonight. 28 minutes gone. Ref, sub, whipped him off. Right? Said, what's up with you fellas saying? I didn't want to tell you, James, my agent's got me a club, I've got a Champions League club to play in Romania.
Aye.
So he went away there. That was the last I've ever seen him. Shoot his on and said, well done, big man. True story. For the answer to the Champions League, that.
Because bringing a bag of sweaters to the Champions League. I'll be honest, Cotter, I think you're a great guy, mate, and you're some laugh, and I love having you on
Keep
and
going,
talk
Dan.
to you, mate. But
Look,
it's all banter,
I found
mate.
a ring, gold ring.
It's all banter.
So that coming in.
He's waited a real 15 minutes to do that.
Okay, no, that's happening. The fuck that's happening.
There you go, Dan, boy.
Right.
Mate, see, honestly, I needed that because it's fucking roasting in here without a
Done my
shit
finger for
get
Right.
Well played,
That's
Cotter,
time.
man.
Go on.
Right, what man you want? What man? Hold on.
we're done.
Well
We're
done, mate.
Cheers for coming on, Cotter. I really
What a
appreciate
guy,
it.
mate. Superb.
But that's what I'm saying. So,
Look at
remember
that.
the good
I just thought,
Mate.
I thought when he, I thought when he,
15 minutes he sat with that there.
yeah, I thought he had his fist clenched because he was going to biff me all show, but he was just going to cushions with a bit of water.
One of the best ones we did, and I thought, because we did drone and that, it looked class, was doing it Beath with Butch. Butch, unbelievable success he's had in his career at juniors. Ridiculous. That was good doing there though. I enjoyed that.
Butch's company was that good. I didn't get home the next day. I get home after midnight that night.
That's right. We were doing there for ages.
We were doing there for ages. But brilliant episode. Club was looking really good, man. Some good stories for a serial winner. Do you know what I mean?
I know. And young Josh, bang, penalty. You couldn't get near it.
Ali El Habsi, mate, just dived right at the top of the ball. Do you know what I mean? Wee man was cool as ice down there.
You were looking like that Hungarian goalkeeper who used to wear his jammies when he played.
I had shorts on, but
I know, mate, but you just looked a bit bewildered like he did. Anyway.
Did he know if I would grip them? Did I not try and jump that wall and ripped my shorts?
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Probably did, mate. Aye.
Here's the best bits for Bede.
Big Derek Anderson, loved the swag bag, right? So he came in and all the merchandise in at Christmas time and all that. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember? Were you there when he had it?
No, but I knew there a wee bit. So
right,
I know the stories.
Right. So there's a couple of ones to laugh at. And all the young puts and all that, and all the likes of London and all that nonsense, right? So there's a wee bit of jazziness there, right? So
all legally purchased.
Everything was everything was above board, right? So Alan McClucky, you know, that is like he was clean shaven and that. So he brings out these Mac 3 razors for the swag bag. I was like, I'm all early, no bother. Comes in on a Saturday. I'm not joking, it was toilet roll. Mate, it was like that, as if he'd done it with a strimmer, right? It's superb, and we were all looking at him going, Anderson. He's right. So that was the hype, right? So we travelled with Dale. Dale was probably one of the biggest characters I've met in my life. So I had a Honda CR-V and driving up and seen this deer. And Dale's like, stop the motor. And I'm like, stop fuck well. He went, stop the motor. Right, okay, right, what is it? Him and Annie jump out and they fling the deer in the back of my motor, right? He's got a deer in the back and I'm a wee bit para. I'm always looking in my window and waiting to see this deer's head, right? So, right, so to be fair, right, that was a couple of things. He took it home, he knew a butcher and he skinned it and all that, venison. I took it up the road, blood oil in the back of my boot, zero venison, right? So, took it, he had the bond between the boys and the coaching staff. He's obviously different now, head of youth at Green Up Morton, so he'll probably be delighted that I'm telling him this. But, there was one, we travelled all the time, me and him, we always met at Dale's house and we travelled, and there was a time where we went down to the park and Gavin Friels, who's the assistant manager at Connor now, had these Preds on, lovely, size 7, I'm a 7, wow, what'd you get them? He went, Dale's swag bag, and I went, so I've travelled all the way down there and he's telling us a pair of Preds here for a score. I went, for a score? I went, look at that. I says, I could have no bothered about them Dale. I was raging at him, getting him at tight. Gavin out first training session, turned the full soul for right after full soul right after him. Oh, it's so good, mate. Oh, it's so good. So funny.
Here comes my moment. The dark blowing the smoke.
Go for it.
Butch, what a guy. I think you're going to be a top manager, mate.
I hope so.
Even just sitting back listening to you, I think you'll just have just a successful career as you did playing and management. Top guy. Really appreciate your having us doing at your club. Been amazing. It's one I've wanted. Butch, a big name at this level, and he's had PG and Dak down. It's been a brilliant show. Get tuned into it, man. I've just sat back and I've been sitting. Sometimes I just feel as if I'm sitting like with my mouth open like that.
We brought you something a bit different with the Division 4 special, where it was 3 managers, Paul McTaggart, we had Keith Gibson and Brian Blair. That was good. That was the first time we'd done something like that, and it was good to see for everybody to see a bit more about the clubs for that level.
Very good. The 3 boys spoke well. Maybe no as much pure humour in it, but it was still a right good football chat.
Taggy isn't funny, you're right.
Taggy's just Taggy's a sleeping tablet, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he?
Aye.
Best bits of Division 4.
Look, hold on. PG said I was away for a hair transplant last week, man. You like that, mate? A botch up job in Turkey I just got, mate. You like that?
But then we get turkey teeth next.
Sorry, mate, I think you.
Sorry.
My teeth are alright.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome to episode 18 of PG and Dak Real Football Podcast.
When yous were infinite amateurs were off, and Brian had Wilson was up playing for us.
Captain.
Wilson, top lad. Very attitude is spot on. Wilson.
Brilliant.
Jemba, but right. Jemba, right. We were playing a game, mate. We were playing a game.
and it was a 2 o'clock kick-off, and we're like, where's Jemba? And we're out doing the warm-up, and the next minute he came walking in this like he comes in the stadium, mate, with his bag, and we're going, what happened, Jemba? It's just a 2 o'clock kick. He's like, slept in, mate.
That's him, man.
We were sitting, the boys were doing the warm-up, and the boys have turned around, and goes, did he just say he fucking slept in? The next minute he's come out and he's expecting to play.
Aye.
I'm like, hey, you're half your nut. You've fucking slept in for a 2 o'clock kick out. He goes, set my alarm for 12 o'clock and it didn't go off. I'm going, who even sleeps to 12 o'clock, man?
That's like sleeping in for an
Unbelievable.
He's a good player too.
He's very good.
We've also done Conference C. That was a good one. We had Spud for Wishaw.
Yeah.
We
good
had
guy.
Hopi for the drum.
Mate, that's the longest he's ever went without having a fag, Hopi.
Is that right? I don't know.
Oh, mate, he's constant, mate. He goes for fags at half time, that.
Do you think he still wears that jacket to his bed now? Because he didn't take it off.
Oh, he's
the
got that
episode.
Arsene Wenger number in it, man.
And then we
That's because he can fit all the fags in the inside pocket, man. So when at half time, he had a line of 5 fags in his gob, man, smoking that away.
Opens them up and he's got Benson and Hedges, Marlborough and all that.
Once he finished it, we had Chrissy Cameron as well.
Aye, Chris was good.
That was actually a very good episode. I enjoyed that one.
A wee bit of chat about referees and that as well, which was quite interesting. So enjoy Conference C.
Yes.
They're getting about 60 quid a game, and let's be honest, man, they're performing the worst on the park than everybody there.
And I'm saying to them after, like, where do you want to be? A bit hard round about a bit. My job's in line here. I'm going to walk away and don't give a fuck. I don't really care.
If you had any big decisions that could change a game, go against you, any used to?
We absolutely have, aye. Spud will tell you. First league game of the season.
I knew this was coming up with you.
First league game of the season, we score for a corner. But to be fair, their goalkeeper, he's crashed his head off he's burst his head open off the goal post. He's down, and to be fair, the 2 physios were saying, don't move the lad and all that. So as you can imagine, all the players start congregating around the ref, thinking, what's got to happen here, what's going on the refs? Telling us, it's fine, you'll be alright, game will get restarted, we've got to phone an ambulance, blah blah blah. Telling Spud and that, I can only get a certain amount of time, so don't think Spud had a sub-goalie on the bench either.
I definitely didn't know.
To be fair, you could imagine how it went. We wanted the game to continue. They wanted it probably not to continue. But to be fair, it was all about the boy, make sure he was alright. And the wee ref just got that flustered that he was just telling boys, I need to go to my work, I've not got time to keep this going. And I actually felt sorry for him when I thought about it, because the boy just crumbled. He was a young lad.
Have you, Spud?
A great one it went for us at the start of the season.
I think this might be one of my favourite episodes with Bungie. I thought he was dynamite. Just talking.
He's a serial crackpot, mate.
Mate, mental case. Mate. Some of the stuff he was coming out with was just unbelievable.
It's a film, mate.
Mate, it was so funny seeing he was talking about trying to get his missus to.
Luke Skywalker's gaff. Is it who's?
A bit of coitus at Luke Skywalker's hut. Honestly, but that was good. That was what's his uncle called in it? Is it Lars? Is it Lars? Am I right? I don't know either.
Right, I tell you what, the best part of that was, see that face-off film? I've never been as scared in my whole entire life.
How big's his head?
How big is my nose? Honestly, at least I had a 10-year head start to start running away from him, you know what I mean, with my beak.
Tell you what, enjoy some of Bungie's mental stories.
Bungie,
they're almost unbelievable.
Kick back, watch Bungie. Honestly,
enjoy.
Unreal.
But after Paul finished in Arizona, I ended up hiring a motor and just travelling the following.
You stay yourself?
Aye, I met up with other people for different states. No, I had mates in different states, so I just like, fuck it, I'll drive right across America anyway. So I'm in Arizona, right, so I've hired a motor, and then they wouldn't want to give me a motor because I was like, right, I'll drop it off in New York. They're like, what? I was like, aye. Like, so you need a credit card. I hadn't left out a credit card, even though I've never used one before, and I've done it hundreds of times. So like, we can't get you unless you get a flight back to Arizona. You've got a flight details to Arizona. I was like, right, 2 seconds. I bought one there and then for like $20 or whatever. Like, there you go. So they gave me the motor. I'm like, I'm not bringing it back here. I'm just going right across country. So we've done all of Arizona, training, New Mexico, all the way through Texas, Louisiana, all sorts, man. But I'm halfway through like this desert ride. There's been nothing for about 6 hours, like nothing in Texas.
Sand, man.
Not in New Mexico, sorry. And it's like I just got this big crack right across my window, man. and it was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Next thing I know, the check engine lights come on, and I'm just like, oh no. I'm like, next thing, it's like a fucking sandstorm, and I'm just like, this is straight out of film, man. Like, I'm looking at my phone, can't get a signal anywhere. I don't know any numbers to phone, even if I did, like, to fix the fucking motor, if I broke down or whatever.
Phoning the A.
Where are you? New Mexico, mate.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, I hadn't seen any in 6 hours, then next thing I know, I drive by a guy going that, like, walking that way. I'm like, where is he going? Because I was fucking back here for about 6 hours. Then I'm like, should I stop? Like, and I'm like, nah, too many films, stop me. Kept going, and I see his motor was fucking abandoned. And I felt a wee bit shy of that. Should I go back, tell him he's gone the wrong way, or just pick him up or whatever? But he didn't flag me, not me. Surely you'd be like, I'm fucking hell. So I'm like, right, this gun's a fucking body snatcher, not me. So I was like, right, stay with him. So I kept going. I'm just trying to make it to an enterprise so I can change this fucking motor. But realistically, I shouldn't even be anywhere out of these states, not me. So I get to the first one, and it's just like, oh, no motors on the law. I'm like, you're a fucking car dealership. What do you mean, like, a car rental? Oh, sorry, I can get one in a couple of days. I'm like, oh, the check engine light's on. They're like cracking a windscreen, like, no, but there's another one, went to another one, same, no motors. Your best bet's Houston Airport, because it's got like a wider range. I'm like, right, happy days. So it's like, it's actually like chugging. I'm just like, and it's on this motorway, it's like the busiest motorway I've ever seen in Houston. And I'm like, I'm right in the middle of the lane, there's like 10 lanes, and it's all jam-packed. I'm like, I'm got to break down here, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sweating, man. Sweating. I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Just pulling in, get to, like, crawl to the airport, man, finally get there. And they're all happy, you know. I'm like, you put me in a fucking... I'm just, because I shouldn't be there, I'm trying to flip it on them, not me. You put me in this, it was fucking already broke, no. I was nearly stranded in the desert, I nearly died, no. That's all right, you can have this one. Well, my mate that I go down to see, he's an actor, he's called Andrew Byransky, right? So he played Big Zangief in the Street Fighter film.
Oh, aye.
The guy does that and all. He was also Leatherface in the remakes of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So he does a lot of stuff with like the horror cons and comic cons and goes and does all this. But he's fucking mental, right? Like bonkers. So I end up stuck with him. He comes to my hotel with these two wee dogs. And I'm like, you're not getting in. No, you'll never get in with these dogs, because it was a mad posh hotel in Hollywood. Is that I'll just say they're service dogs, but he's about fucking 10 foot a cunt, right? Bald like fuck. So true enough, man, he walks by all the security. They don't even peep a word, man. He's got these two dogs, right? Is that it was Thanksgiving, and it was like my last night. He's like, come to this house. I'll take you. We'll have some food. Show you what Thanksgiving's all about. I was like, right, okay. And it was like, it's called Leighton Heights in LA. It was pretty dodgy fucking hood thing, which I didn't know, right? So I go in, it's got barbed wire in it and all that. And he's took me to a fucking halfway house, man. Right? Which I didn't know at the time what really a halfway house was. But it was for people coming out, like the jail or former addicts and all that.
Aye.
So I'm fucking... I don't know if I can say this, but I'll say it anyway. Go for it. So they take us into this house, man. It's got all sorts, right? Like fucking big bikers, stoners, Mexicans, all sorts of more. And they've got this big feast on, right? And they're watching war films. They were watching like 1917. And I'm just there for a fucking Scottish pub. Oh, what's happening, my man? You know I think I called the Mexican Essie or something, right? And he just didn't like it, man. I was going out the back garden, they were digging up drugs and all sorts. It was proper bonkers, man, right? And I'm just like, how did I get here? How did I fucking get here?
If he's an actor, how do you end up in gaps like that?
He's not right, man. Like, he's proper bonkers.
Do you get a good feed on that, but?
Aye. He was some fucking mad stoners come in like, did you try the cranberry sauce? And I was just like, no, is it? Don't, it's laced. I'm like, just tried this bit of turkey. It's like one
dry turkey with no cranberry sauce. Unbelievable, man.
So,
and you know none of that would have happened if you hadn't went to Team Raw.
Oh, that's true, man. That is true.
That is mental, man. Especially doing it all yourself, Bung. It's some set of balls, mate.
I know.
Travelling yourself.
It helps when you can file it fucked, doesn't it? You have that wee
extra bit of confidence.
No, when you've took lace cranberry. Throwing haymakers and just missing people, you know what I mean?
I done the Training Day one. Like, Training Day is one of my favourite films. So I was like, right, I'll get the Denzel Washington scene at the end where he's like King Kong and got shit on me proper, won an Oscar and all that. But I knew where it was, but I knew they filmed it in like a dodgy street. They had to get like permission off the gangs and all that. I'm like, fuck it, well, I'll just go in. We call it one and done. Photo a day in the gym, one and done, that's it. So I pull into the street, it's just a cul-de-sac. It's at the bottom, obviously, being like Eva Mendes style or whatever. And as I pull in, I shit you not, right, there's 2 Pollock motors abandoned in the middle of the road with the doors open, and I can't go anywhere because there are motors behind me. I'm like, fuck's sake, man. So as I'm going right up beside them, they've got like a line-up, man, guys zip-tied, a couple of black guys, Polish guns pointed to him. I'm like, I'm going to catch a bullet here. I'm going to be in the paper for try to take a photo at a stupid fucking street and catch a bullet or some shit. Like, why am I here? You know what I mean? So I go up slowly, man, and it's hot as fuck. It's always hot there, and I'm just like pure Scottish. I can remember it. Like, fucking so cringy, man. Just pure Scottish to the post that. Sorry, man. Like, alright, what's happening? Like, just squeezing by because they're in the middle of the road. Right, so I get to the cul-de-sac bit because it's just like 100 yards away from it. But whoever they're arresting, all their pals and their mates or their gang members are doing a bit. I'm just shouting abuse at the police. So I've spun at the cul-de-sac. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm getting out. You know what I mean? It's a big camera, and I mean, it's just like an actual camera. So I've jumped out. As soon as I've jumped out just to take this picture, hey, what the fuck you doing, man? And I'm just like, looked there. I'm just like, nope. Just back in the motor, man. I just didn't make eye contact with him at all. And then that was it. Back slowly again and again, man. It was a post that was looking this time. I'm like, sorry, man. I just, you know what I mean? Took it on exit, end up here, sorry. Scotland. First time tourist. No, I mean, so that's one. I went to Tunisia, right? I took my girlfriend, right? And she's like, I just thought it was a fucking, I take me to Tunisia, a nice wee bit of.
Right, go see Star Wars.
Aye, right. So, but it's like fucking proper 8 hours south, Tunisia, close to Libya border. There's no roads. Like, there's no females. She's got some tattoos, I've got tattoos. But females aren't allowed to drive in Tunisia, I don't think. She's driving sometimes, we're getting some dodgy ass looks, right? And I'm just like, she thinks it's got to be paradise. And I'm just like, no, I'm going to try to find Luke Skywalker's fucking hut in the middle of fucking nowhere, right? So we'll take her all the way down here, man, but it starts fucking pissing down, raining, man. I know, fucking in the desert raining, I can't see shit, there's no roads. Boom. There was a big lorry coming towards me, so I kind of moved a wee bit, and I fucking hit a wing mirror, I parked the motor, right? She said, oh, you just hit that? And I was like, no, I didn't. Just keep going, right? I just wanted to get to this hotel, man, because it was just so fucking dodgy, man. Probably the dodgiest places I've been. And then just somebody was flashing, man. Somebody's flashing me. It's a Pissenden. She's like, somebody's flashing. I'm like, nah, man, just keep going. They've pulled up here, man. There were 4. I don't know.
They pulled up alongside you?
Aye. Don't know if it's, Arabs. I don't know what it is. Are they right? So I don't want to offend anybody, but they're just just shouting at me. I'm just like, oh, we're getting buried out here, man. We're getting buried in this desert. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, my man. What are you talking about? And he's pointing at the wing mirror. I know what he's fucking talking about. I was like, I don't know, man. Don't know what I don't understand. And they're got mental. They're like 4 in the back and all, man. Like, I think they're tooled up more. I'm just like, I don't understand, a tourist. And you could see them annoyed, but see just up a bit, there was like a border check, not a border check, but just a police check. And I think they seen them and they're like, I'm like, sorry, man, sorry. I came out, a music on, I didn't hear no that. She was shaking herself, I was shaking herself for her because her getting took away or some shit.
Romancing.
So they just U-turned and then we got to the police and I was like, we're on holiday, and the guy posted like, you come here for a holiday? I'm like, I just got to say the Star Wars thing, not me. I end up getting to the Star Wars thing, but you need to walk miles in this flat land to get out to it. But it's a wee hut, but you can see it in the distance. He's like, I'm not walking to that. I'm not coming all the way down here. No, fucking walk to it. Get all the way to it, and I was like, anyway, you want a shag in it? She's like, I was like, you can say shag the Luke Skywalker, so but there's a radius of fucking nothing for miles. What if somebody comes? Oh, but the one coming, nobody else is one. But see something I can finish a couple of times before I get to this. They cunt's got to be coming, you can't see them for miles. It's always there. It's always there. You fucking fucked that chance up, man. See when it comes on the telly, I see we could have shagged in that. Could I get your whole tattoo? You could have fucking imagine. Like hanging away in there, like we can see if that fucking Luke Skywalker says you're a Skywalker. Jedi strong with you.
This episode is this different level. The man is he's the podfather.
He's a podfather, man.
He's the.
That's nearly sitting at 40,000 views, that episode.
Well, we'll probably be
and
about
listen,
that now.
39,999 all tuned in for Si. There was only the one or two.
There was two for us, and that was me and you.
That was my math. A few times to watch it.
Some of Si, everybody's heard a lot of Si stories. We actually get a wee bit more out of him, I thought, than most do. His stories are different classes.
Amazing.
He's brilliant.
He is the second best podcaster for Steps.
Well, there you go.
Close behind his old Uncle Dak.
Oh, well, I was wondering who you were meaning.
Aye, mate, I can't believe a wee place like that produces two sensations, mate, like
Mate,
they have.
Sometimes you just get that in the one we area. It's unbelievable.
Must be something in the water up there.
It must be.
Telling you, mate.
Right, enjoy Si
Enjoy
Ferry.
Si.
Tremendous.
No, Midge Gardine was funny, mate. He was genuinely a funny guy, man. Like, no part of funny Midge, but have you told Midge to go and jump through that window? He would do it.
Yeah.
But I remember.
That's a bit like me, man. I think
Are you like that? Yeah.
I'm one of the bands where people say, "Oh, that go and do that, not that," and then I go and do it, and I go, and then I think after it. You always think after it, going, "I'm just the fucking fire in here that's getting told to do."
Mate, you know yourself. See when you get told you're framing the first team, shutting yourself a wee bit pure quiet. So one day, me, Midge, Kenny McDowell comes in and says, Gardine, Ferry, first team, maybe Mikey McGlinchey, maybe it was as well. So on the way up, me and Mikey were like, fuck, no, a bit nervous, Midge, but fucking nervous for him, the fucking best player at this club, man. Should be training the fucking first team. So we get in and Gordon Strachan had set, or the fitness guy had set up like cones, big poles, cones. So we were all standing, and I think Alan Thompson used to get to Midge quite a bit. Tom was like, Midge, go and do something. So all that session set up, Midge just runs out and goes,
250 that?
2 every bit of cone and every bit of... Aye! And Gordon started to be like, what are you doing, man?
Was the graphies not, no?
He pulled Midge in and says to him, you need to stop acting like this place isn't a circus. Mate, that day, he comes out, because I stayed with Midge in a flat, he's like, Gaffer's just pulled me to tell me to stop carrying on. He's like, fancy coming out the Celtic shop with, I need to get my uncle a couple of strips. And I was like, of course, went to her. And there was Neil Lennon mask at the time. This is 2 hours after the meeting with Gordon Strachan. Midge goes and buys a Neil Lennon mask, puts it on. He's walking about Celtic Park pretending to be Lenny. Goes up for lunch. Lenny's sitting eating his lunch, and Midge has got the Neil Lennon mask on, eating his Celtic. Lenny was pissing himself. But another time, everyone was scared of Lenny, obviously. But see, when you used to do Lenny's boots, mate, you used to have fucking about 16 pair of boots.
Did he?
And you'd need to pack every single one of them, mate. So we'd need to clean 16 pair of boots for him to use.
He's a player you would think he would have one set of
pair
boots
of
and one only.
high-techs, mate.
Aye.
16 pairs of copas, we were sitting there like that. So Midge is like that, I'm fucking sick of cleaning all his boots. So he's like that. He's like, I'm going to ask him, I'm going to say to him, pick a pair of boots. What boots do you take to Tynecastle or something like this? So the boot room looked into the dressing room and he's like, oh, Lenny, what boots are you wanting for, what boots are you wanting tomorrow? And Lenny like that. Who the fuck you calling Lenny? And Midge like that, fucking you! And Lenny was like, I love it, man.
You liked it because he does set up boys?
Last one about Midge as well, because I used to follow him everywhere. He was 2 years older than me, so
you were like the wee brother.
It's like what Gravison says, I used to follow Gravison. I used to follow Midge a bit. So the first team would always do a gym session in the afternoon. We'd be on after them. So we'd do their jobs, they'd be up the gym. After you'd done your jobs, you need to go up and stand at the top of the gym while they finish their gym session. So we all get up, there's about 20 of us standing watching the first team Sutton, Lennon, fucking Petrov, all the big hitters doing their gym session. And we're all standing waiting, and Midge is like that. Why am I waiting for them when I'm better players than them? Doesn't make any sense. And I think somebody says to him, go and do something. So, mate, Midge, and again, all these big players, Midge, top of the stairs, full gear off, socks, shorts, strip, walks right in at the middle, mate, swaggers in like Conor McGregor, jumps on the Pollock part, mate, and starts getting up to 24. That is crazy. Every day in training, if you're training with the first team, doing the jog round, he would just constantly shout, the fucking best player at this club, man. Just keeping them on the fucking
Jenky still does that because
wild,
he's a legend
Aye.
at Ross County, isn't he?
See, to be fair,
Is he not the appearance holder or goal scorer?
a lot of the guys never played at a World Cup.
Who was that?
I was talking about Guardian, you know what I mean?
Did he?
No.
That's McGlinchey, mate.
McGlinchey.
Come on, you.
I know.
Get him up, Dave.
What's that notes? I tell you, my notes are that good. I've got the Wanda story. I've got Guardian and Gary Fraser pumping each other, alright?
Michael Gardine played for Germany in a World Cup. Fuck you, man. On you, man.
I did that. You carry on there. On you go. Carry on, man.
So, have you heard one about him doing a shite in the penalty spot as well?
No.
So we're playing Rangers again, fucking massive game. At Barrowfield, he's been at Barrowfield, hasn't he?
Aye.
So do you know how the porta cabins in the dressing rooms and you get the top pitch?
Parks and then...
But with the youth team we used to play at the bottom.
Aye, down at the grass park next to the Astro.
So limit stays on that, just like go down and check the pitch and then come back up and get changed. So we walked down to the pitch and we're all standing in the centre circle. Mate, this was a massive game. Rangers had like Ross McCormick and that, Bob Davis and a good team.
Aye.
I think maybe Charlie would played in that age. So again, I was with the older team. I think I was on the bench that day. And mid just standing. He's like, I'm fucking bored, man. It's like, AD, he's there, so I'm like, mate, what are you talking about bored? They're playing a game in an hour and a half, what do you want to be happening like? And he's like, 10 out of head, I'll shout in the penalty spot. And the big goalie, he's like, the big goalie from Montrose, who I think
who was it, Sandy Wood? Aye, he played.
You better not, bitch, because I'm not diving in that. I'm not diving in that. He was so funny, mate. I'll tell you another story about him. So, man, just like 10 out of head, like, must have made about 190 quid, mate. Keks. Big curly shite on the penalty spot. Big Sandy Woods is like completely out of order. So we get back up to the dressing room, mate. Think nothing else out. Peter look down, come down to play the game, and there's the groundsman. Look at the groundsman's like that. Who the fuck is you on the penalty spot? Oh, Sandy Wood, mate. I shared digs with Sandy Wood, and he had that mad Montrose accent. So every night we stayed in the digs where the food was terrible, man. And every night without fail, he'd look at the potatoes and go, "Dear me, Simon, these potatoes are like snooker balls."
Many you put in a plate, Si? I've got your back here.
11.
Mate, I don't think, see, to be taught, I don't think there's many assists in that. The guy always used to be like to me, this fucking guy. Anytime you get a chance, mate, I would fucking blow it and I'd look over and you'd be like, why did it fall to him, man? Oh, mate, he used to say that to me, you're shooting is fucking terrible, Simon.
And see, in training, I bet you were putting them away in training, no?
Nah, mate, I was the worst finisher of all time, man. See, shooting drills, mate, my fit turns into a bag of shite.
Where are we? Where are we?
We'll go to Decanio, right, because I love the Decanio stories. I love that. What is this?
Mate, I think they're fucking hilarious.
I don't know what. I think he's had surgery on his wrist, mate. It's a bionic hand?
Aye. It's just these fucking. I'd love to have just been running about him just for a cut of a little man Decanio.
I tell you what, you played under some amount of managers at Swindon.
Who else?
Well, you've got. This is for Wikipedia.
Danny Wilson, best guy.
Danny Wilson.
Is that the Barnsley old manager?
He was the manager. How weird this is in like a roundabout thing. He was the manager at Sheffield Wednesday when Decanio pushed the ref.
Is that right?
Oh, was it? I saw he was. Aye, when he pushed that, was
they
it
hated
all
each other.
Aye,
they hated each other, and this was Decanio's sixth sense of humour. He was his manager at Sheffield Wednesday. The guy's name's Danny Wilson. Danny Wilson then gets the Sheffield United job, but Decanio didn't like the way he handled him pushing the ref situation. So we're playing Sheffield United, and we're all saying the gaffer doesn't like Danny Wilson, man. I wonder what he's going to say, if he's going to mention the team. He's like, tomorrow we play against Dennis Wilson. And I was like, mate, you know his name's Danny, man. Are you just doing that to like degrade him, man? Then it is impossible. Dennis Wilson's team can beat my team. It's impossible, lads. He cannot beat me. Well, he ain't got beat. But I used to call did you hear us at the Hydro? I've never said this on a podcast. Every game, like, if it was any sort of, he used to get so nervous for games, mate, right? So he'd get himself worked up, and there was like certain games that you could see he'd completely lost his mind.
He's went.
So he'd come in with the days that he'd lost, he's like, today is a Champions League final! I'd be like, mate, we're playing Macclesfield at home, what are you talking about? He would just go, mate. He used to always that with his tie on a match day, look at himself in the mirror and he'd be like that. Simon. And he'd be like, you better be good today, fucking shiting yourself, mate. He'd shout you out, mate. You'd be playing a game for the first 10 minutes. Oh, mate, see before a game, see get me up for a game, he'd come up to me and he'd go, fuck you, man.
Slap you right in the face.
It was Sarah, mate. See the opposition had looked at us in the tunnel, mate, fucking big hand on our faces, mate. He'd slap you, mate. Are you ready for this? And you'd be like, yeah, if you didn't like how enthusiastic back. Oh, your body language, you hated when you had bad. This shit body language, bang! You'd be like, fuck.
Oh my
You can't
days.
be like, are you ready? And you'd be like, yeah. Wild, mate. So you love that shit chat. But there's big games you be playing, mate, 10 minutes in, you think, I'm fucking playing alright, and he's like, Simon! And I'm like, what? He's like, I'm like, he's like, you've got 5 minutes to liven up, but you're off. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I've been fucking decent, man. And then he would look at you, and then he would send 2 boys in your position to warm up. I'm thinking,
that's a huge fuck.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. There's some great stories, some great laughs. We went to some good places where you get to see a bit more about the behind the scenes type stuff. I enjoyed that. That was funny.
Mate, see going through back through the old episodes, man. There's actually some belters in there, and you kind of forget about them. So if you get the chance, go through the old episodes.
Correct.
Brilliant to watch.
Brilliant to watch. So we're class. Right. Well, I hope you've all had a good Christmas and have a good New Year for me and Dad.
Aye, everybody take care of themselves, and I hope yous and your families and everybody is all safe and well and has an absolute belter. Lots of love, Uncle Dak and Daft PG.
Cheers for the first year.
Cheers, my man. Oh, that's horrible, man.
Just done it on the right hand side.
By the way, Davey, what a day, mate. What a day.
I enjoyed it.
I think we'll just get off.
Whereabouts?
Just stop hearing me. We'll get off here. Mate, what a day.
Thanks a lot, mate. Really appreciate it.
Listen, thoroughly enjoyed it.
No worries, David.
Been brilliant to catch up with you.
No, listen, wait, 48, 50 boys, you know what I mean? Go 40.
Aye, Davey.
No, listen, I'm not doing this for nothing, man. Don't give me this, you can pay with card. What? Give me. Yeah, fuck. Fucking come here, you!